Still has a sense of humor.
I call.
Yep.
I got the queen.
Not good enough, Joe.
I thought so.
One amateur makes a great read on the other.
Suharto at risk, but a 4-1 favorite.
I thought I might be wrong there.
Yeah, Joe Bishop in danger of taking another big hit.
Suharto makes the pristine read there.
Love the call.
You know, I have perspired through my shirt just watching Joe Bishop.
He is a nervous Nelly. Turn card now. 6 of clubs, no help for Bishop.
Well, Joe Bishop looking for an ace or a queen to knock off Suharto.
River card is a deuce of spades, and Suharto will double up and stay alive in this main event. Even when you think your hand is best, it's difficult to pull the trigger and move all in. Suharto made the correct call. That is the planter's good instinct moment.
Lon Joe Bishop still might make it to the final table.
There you go. Just that simple.
But I don't think I'm going to make it there with him. I am exhausted.
So over 16 million chips now on the ledger of the Canadian accountant. Suharto, a force to be reckoned with. Bishop risking most of his chips and now has the look of a vanquished warrior.
The Planter's Good Instinct moment is brought to you by Planters. Instinctively good. The 2008 World Series of Poker, presented by Milwaukee's Best Light. Main event.
Welcome back inside the Rio, where Chris Klodnicki is all in and behind after the flop against Scott Montgomery, who has tripped queens. Chris has a royal flush draw, but needs help to avoid finishing 12th.
One of us will make it to tomorrow, and one of us will not.
Klodnicki was in the big blind, called a pre-flop raise from Montgomery.
How does that flop come, you know?
4, 7, 4, 8.
Well, let's see the turn.
Turn card now. Klodnicki at risk. It's a jack. Montgomery turns a full house, and that hurts Klodnicki.
It's all but over. Klodnicki with 1 out.
King of diamonds.
Did anybody fold the King of Diamonds?
I did not.
Is that too much to ask for?
Klodnicki has to hit the King of Diamonds to make a royal flush.
River card is a 4 of diamonds. It's not enough to keep Klodnicki around. He's gone in 12th place.
The 23-year-old had a shot to become youngest main event champion. That is over.
Montgomery dodged some nastiness there and knows it. Klodnicki with 3 World Series cashes this year.
If I win this tournament, I'm going to get the winning hand tattooed on me.
I don't even want to know where.
I don't have any tattoos, and I said if I was going to get one, it had to be something really memorable. If I win this, I'll get the winning hand tattooed.
A tattoo would not be a real deviation in Scott's persona. He's got a wild streak, which does manifest itself in poker.
I'd had a lot of weird jobs over the years. I get bored easily. I'm kind of ADD generation. When I said, I'm moving to Vegas to play poker, my family, they're like, okay. They didn't expect anything else from me. I've always been a little strange. I'd like to say I've been playing well and tight and playing the best hands. Honestly, I've been playing my irregular style, which is psychotically insane. No respect for cards or money or chips or position. I think after this tournament, everybody's going to be clear who the worst poker player is. That would be me. I'm having fun. I love playing poker. Maybe 6 months from now, I'll be sick of it. And I'll become a Hollywood actor after this, for sure. With these stunning good looks, like, come on, Brad Pitt in the making, for sure.
Well, you may recall earlier here on day 7, the next Brad Pitt held ace-4, missed the flop, bluffed all in, and hit a 2-outer on the river, or he would be Hollywood bound already.
Over at table 2, Chino Ream raised to $575,000 pre-flop with pocket deuces. Joe Bishop was right with him and more. Re-raised all in with his last $2.3 million with ace Trey. They are both waiting on Daru Suharto, who has them both covered thanks to his recent win against Joe Bishop. Suharto with pocket 9s.
Bishop was down to about 12 big blinds, and this does not look good for him. He'll be up against a pocket pair, maybe 2 pocket pairs, though if Suharto calls, Chino likely would fold.
It's a big hand, bro. Out of respect for you.
He gives it up.
I wish you would have called. You would have saved me $2.3 million.
Oh, gosh. You said that, I call.
Action folds to Chino.
I call.
And he calls.
All he got's a crappy ace.
You have a crappy ace? Well, you're a flip.
Pocket nines.
Well, I am a
More than
flip.
pocket
Exactly a
nines,
flip.
I wish you would have called. Wish you would have called.
I'm not upset at all now, actually. I'm going to go in for a coin flip now. What the heck?
Suharto wants his cards back. Chino looking to knock out Joe
Coin
Bishop.
flip, what the heck?
Bishop on the ropes.
You're right, exactly.
Flop
Thank you.
is ace tray 5. Ace is up for Bishop. But a wheel draw for Chino.
Never easy. Never is easy.
Bishop knows he's not home free yet, but I expected more emotion there, hitting aces up.
Exactly.
Deuce or a four?
You know, Norman, he just looks wrung out by this main event, as you are. Turn card is a queen. Bishop still good with his 2 pair.
Joe Bishop poised to double up here. Chino can only knock him out with a deuce or a 4 on the river.
River card now.
Just give me pain, baby. Just give me pain.
Is it's a 4. What, baby? Chino does it again.
Chino is blessed again.
Joe Bishop gone in 11th place.
And how bad is Bishop's luck here? If Suharto calls, as he should have, Chino wouldn't even be in the hand, and Bishop would have doubled up.
Hey, guys, hey. That is the game.
The amateur brought a lot of life and heart to the main event. His dad taught him well.
At least they gave chips to everybody. I told you owned me all night, baby. I told you always owned me, man.
If I were Joe Bishop, I'd head to the beach, grab a cold one, and forget about what's happened today.
Bishop and Chino had a lot of big hands together, but in the end, the pro took out the amateur. The 10 remaining will redraw and play at just one table, as we are just one elimination away from the November 9. The Rio Poker Room once held thousands of hopefuls. They showed up, shoved in, and shipped out.
Thanks, you guys.
Now, just 10 players remain. 10 players for 9 seats. The end game is on. Norman, quite an amazing moment here in the Rio Poker Room with 10 players left.
Lon, you know how I'm always stoked on day 1 of the main event? Now I'm really stoked.
Shuffle up and deal.
On the E-Trade Financial Chip Count, let's see how everybody stacks up. The top 4 tightly grouped, again led by Dennis Phillips. The 2 guys in the most precarious positions, Craig Marquis and Kelly Kim. And Norman, a brand new chip in play, the beige chip worth a cool $250,000. And you see a lot of those on Dennis Phillips' stack. Dennis declared earlier he is not going to do anything stupid. He's going to make the final 9. A man of his word so far. Short stack in the room right now is Kelly Kim with $4.4 million. Next shortest, Craig Marquis with $5.5 million. And despite all his recent good fortune, Chino Reem the 3rd shortest with just over 10 million chips.
To come this far and not make the final table, you don't even want to think about it. Almost $1 million if you get there.
And there's a lot to play for right now, Norman. 10th place pays almost $400,000 less than that. As you get a good look at our final 10 players, you could see a lot of folding going on as we're just one step away from the final table. Blinds are up to $120,000, $240,000 on the Milwaukee's Best Light Pocket Cam. Peter Eastgate with Ace-King offsuit.
Eastgate and Craig Marquis, either one could become youngest main event champion ever, replacing Phil Hellmuth.
Eastgate will dip his toe in with Ace-King and raise to $750,000. Dean Hamrick with Pocket Queens. Hamrick will re-raise it to $2.1 million.
2 big hands already involved in the pot.
Action now on the 23-year-old Craig Marquis with 2 raises in front of him. Ace-Queen offsuit.
I'm all in.
All in.
And he pushes all in.
All in.
Marquis, one of